When's the face reveal?
Oh, that's going to be 1 billion subscribers.
1 billion subscribers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the 13th. 13th is spooky. 13th episode of Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed, the Escape Podcast. I am always joined from now on, ever since we launched Neil out of an escape pod, by my very, very, very good friend Sam Hebert, also known as the Llama. Llama, how are you?
What's up, Paul? I am good. I am good.
So that is excellent to hear. Have you been actually keeping up with your other games, or have you gone full-time Lego now?
No, absolutely not. I mean, there is like a cult following of Storytime with the Llama, so I don't think I could ever quit the other game, even if I wanted to, because there would be like a riot.
But
so,
what about Fortnite, and what about
oh no.
all those?
Yeah, I mean, I play every once in a while. It's been a busy couple of weeks for us. We've been trying to get a lot of stuff done, so haven't had a ton of time. But it's Thursday, Quack Pack. I'll try and hop on. So
if I'm not playing 76, but we digress.
Oh,
We're talking about stuff that's not Lego.
Fortnite.
You guys are here to hear about Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed, and let's start with the best news, in my opinion, of the week, and that Brixped is back.
It is back, and I am very happy.
Now, have you tested it? Is what Wardy pointed out to us what it was?
Yeah, so the big thing that they removed is unlimited refreshes in Brixped. So that is what he pointed out. So now I think you can only refresh once.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I can totally
Wardy.
see how that would be a bad thing. But hey, at least you can still refresh once, right?
Yeah, you can refresh once. Yep.
So we got that. Sorry that we broke the game Loft.
Whoops. I mean, technically it wasn't us. I never actually did it.
I did not do it either. I'm still having trouble playing my Brixped in time. I just get so consumed with work, and then get home, take care of the wife, and then I look at the game and I go, I missed my energy.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm always missing energy. My crystals are going for energy and coin now.
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't really see too much of a change in Brixped. I mean, there's a little sprinkling here and there from week to week, I suppose, but nothing too bad.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was getting rid of that refresh scenario, and they did a couple bug fixes. I've noticed the bug fixes just because I have horrible luck with bugs, so I tend to get stuck a lot where I have to back out and restart my battles because it froze. Like, you beat the last minifig and then it just freezes. So that hasn't happened to me yet, which is good.
I'm just wondering if that's just poor connection. I know for a fact that if I play on a break at work or something, and I go out from my car, and I push auto on a battle and I set it down. Once I'm out of Wi-Fi range of work, and then it goes to LTE, it sometimes glitches out. So I'm just thinking that people are playing with some bad connection, to be honest with you. I don't think it's
a lot of people have been having those issues, so maybe we all are on the same mobile network.
I'm on T-Mobile.
I am not. So
All right.
maybe it is me. Maybe it's me. But it hasn't happened, so I'm happy because that's annoying.
And we're still, still calling for the fact that, don't shy away from using your allies. An extra body is always going to help.
Absolutely.
You know,
and they refresh every round. So if you've got enough to use for every single battle, use for every single battle. Why not?
Yeah. So you already have this guy that we are about to cover.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You are literally the whale of the two of us now.
I did. Yeah, I did. I did. It was like I blacked out. I don't know what happened. I blacked out, and all of a sudden I woke up with a 4-star Basil, and I don't know what happened.
This 4-star Basil.
Mm-hmm.
How are you finding him at 4 stars? Is he one of those characters you can use then, or do you need to go 7?
You can use him. You can use him. I think if you want to be able to use him to his fullest ability, especially with Willa and a spooky team, you will need him higher. But he works great in my castle team at 4 stars. I'm very happy.
So you just said a spooky team, so you're talking about Spooky Girl, right?
Oh yeah, Spooky Girl and Yorick and Zombie and Willa. Yes.
You just called him Yorick. I thought you called him Skelly.
I know. Skelly. All right, I'll go back. Every time I call him Skelly, you bring it up. So
I do.
I figured I'd try.
I do, and I got so used to it.
Calling. I know. Skelly Yorick. Yorick Skelly. But yeah. So I think to obviously have him, to the fullest of his ability, obviously, especially if we're going to try and use him with Willa, which not many people are. Although we did get to see some action with him, 7-star with a 7-star Willa in Bricko's new video, and we'll talk to him a little bit about that. That's his brand new video where he talks about an arena team, an arena defensive team that is almost unbeatable.
Almost unbeatable.
Yes. Potentially unbeatable. No one's beat it yet. So, which is pretty cool. So we'll talk to him a little bit about that in our second segment.
Well, hopefully he's sharing the love.
Yeah. His new video, he has play, like a screen grab of him trying to beat the team, and he hasn't been able to.
Oh, so it's not him with it; it's somebody else.
No, it's somebody. I believe it's in his shard who's like a super kraken, because there's only one person in the game that's got a 7-star Willa, and he was playing around. We'll let Bricko tell the story. But we'll let Bricko tell the story.
We'll definitely let Bricko talk. But yeah, I mean that's kind of what we were talking about. Is spooky. This spooky team, and it's fitting that this is episode 13, and it's,
I know,
and
we're
talking the
Number
spooky
13.
teams.
Yep.
So run through who all is spooky for those just catching this one as the first episode. We got Spooky Girl. We got Yorick.
Spooky Girl, Yorick, Zombie, Basil, and Willa. I don't think there's anybody else. Just those 5, right?
Yep. I believe you are correct. If we are wrong, those watching live right now on Twitch as we record this episode, let us know if we missed one. But it's these spooky characters seem to be the new Ninjago.
Yeah. Well, they're definitely gonna be that like next meta team, and it's interesting because
space is gonna be the next meta
okay, team. I know. Once the raid comes out, I do agree with you. But it's interesting, right? Because they're not. Most of them, actually, pretty much all of them aren't farmable. You can get zombie on a semi-farmable basis, but they're not farmable. So that's what was so cool about this event, right? And like it like hit me out of nowhere. Like you start the Basil event, and boom, first node. What do you get to do? You get to play with an awesome spooky team, and it was so cool.
And the opponent was kind of tough.
Yeah,
the opponent
was awesome.
kind of tough. I mean, you were able to beat it, even on auto, but you got to see the full power of an entire spooky team.
It was very cool. My mind was like totally blown. Because, I mean, you and I, when we were talking a little bit about the event last week, that was something that we said that would be really cool, is if we could play with Basil and Willa together. And they took it a step further. We got to play with the entire spooky faction together, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, let's talk about the event for a second. It's poised as Basil and the whole spooky crew are going back to high school for a high school reunion.
And he just wants to have friends, man, and nobody likes him because he was not a great student.
It's not that he wasn't a great student. I think that he wasn't a good friend.
Oh well, yeah. But yeah, the event was super cool as always, and very on brand for Gameloft. It was funny. I laughed. I cried.
It was better than Cats.
It was better than Cats. I felt feelings. Towards the end, you start to feel bad for him because all he wants is some friends, but he doesn't have any.
I've always said that. I laughed, I cried. It was better than Cats. But once the movie came out, it definitely was better than Cats.
Yes, yeah, that was very bad. That was horrible. But yeah, it was a fun event. Very, very fun event.
Have you completed all the nodes?
All but the last one.
All but the last one. But you know the story of the last one. What's going on in that last one? Because I, of course, can't get to it.
I don't know. I don't know the epic conclusion. We gotta find out. Well, maybe we'll ask Bricko.
Well, no. Okay, well, maybe Bricko does have it, but what was the prelude to the last node? What was he saying?
Oh, I didn't even go in and try it. I should go in and try it.
You should go in and try. Why didn't you try it yet?
I don't know.
Just, I have Basil. I don't need it anymore.
That's not true. Because I'm trying to get him to 5 stars. But I haven't been able to complete.
You don't get the thing. That's true. That's true.
Yes. And I haven't been able to. So I beat the node before it, but I only bronze trophied it. So I know that I'm not going to be able to beat the last node, so I didn't even go near it. But yeah, so we'll see how my farming goes. I don't know. We've got a couple more days.
Yeah, we do have a couple more days from the recording of this, which is Tuesday night. Some people...
If they release more energy, he's mine.
You're going to get... You will get him 5?
If they release more energy packs, he's mine. 100%.
Well, aren't you getting the little deliveries, the hundreds, for playing the event as well?
Yeah, but the nodes are expensive to farm. The second to last node is 20 energy a pop. You refresh it 5 times.
All right.
So there's one entire refresh of energy right there.
So Gameloft, as you're watching this, Llama wants to spend money on your energy. You should release a last-minute energy pack.
That would be great. That would be great. Because, that's literally, it was interesting because for all of the other Brick Pace events, they've released, $20 energy packs, and it's, 2,500 energy, and you can buy it 5 times. This one, they didn't. So in the beginning of the event, they released one $30 pack, which was 3,000 energy. And then that was it. And I was like, what the heck, man? Let me give you my money. And I thought that I wasn't getting any more energy packs. Yeah, exactly. And then yesterday, the day before, they released a different kind of style of energy packs. And I thought that it was really interesting. So it was 3 tiers of energy packs at 3 different increments and 3 different prices. So I believe it was 1,000 energy for $15, and you can buy 4 of those. And then it was 7,500 energy for $5? No, I don't remember what the increments were.
I'll pull it up here.
What the prices were. Here. Yeah, but it was like 1,750 and 500, I think it was, and 3 different price points, and you can buy it X amount of times each level.
Hopefully, I have the audio muted. We'll see.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
I'm literally pulling up the Windows 10 version of this game, which I love that they also do have the Windows 10 version.
Yeah, I have it downloaded as well. But and I think that is a really cool direction to go in. I think that this is another one of those little like tests to, see which offers kind of pique the interest of more people. It really gives players a choice to say, how much do you want to dolphin? Do you want a whale? Do you want a kraken? Like, and to be able to offer that to people at different levels of, spending.
There's the sound. Hang on. Let me go back and mute all sound. I turned off music, but I didn't turn off sound effects. There we go. All right. So, going into the game, let's see if I can... It's probably going to go huge on this screen here. But let me just window capture LLHU game. We're doing this on the fly. It's big on the screen right now for everybody. All right, so it did catch that. Let me just delete the little top there. I'm going to put this down in the bottom. In the corner. We're doing it live. What's up, Wardy? We were right, by the way, Wardy. Wardy just joined the live chat. We were right.
Yep,
that it was
the refresh.
So, okay.
The refresh bug.
So, I'm seeing that this is for the event energy.
Yep, the event energy. Yep. So
you can whale out on it a little bit.
Yeah, you can a little bit. Yep.
Because they do have the 1,000 for $15 or the 3,000 for $30.
Yeah, so the 3,000 for $30, that was the pack they released when the event went live. And,
and you've already bought the thousands?
I bought them all.
You bought them all?
I bought them all. If it had energy on it, I bought it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's the 3 different levels, and I think that this is, another perfect example of Gameloft trying to test the waters to see kind of what works better than others as far as offers at events, right? I mean, this, we were super invested in the game, but, this is still early, right? Like, this is still very early in the game's life. So Gameloft is really trying to kind of play around with things and see kind of what works best for them in this community. And I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm noticing that they are trying different things, but the wavering, that is a little bit of a drawback to me, is that they waver so much on those on those prices. It just it can get discouraging. It can get discouraging that they waver. This energy for this energy for this. Okay, now the packs cost this. Oh no, we're gonna put them on sale for a little bit. There's other games that don't do sales, and it's kind of it's a balance. It really is a balance that games like these definitely need to find. But that's just us as content creators speaking, and if it's working for them, by all means, do it.
Yeah, like I said, I think I
All right. There we go. All right. So, right before our, I think Gameloft was listening and they were mad that we were criticizing the price points.
Yeah, maybe.
So, what were you saying?
I was just saying that I like the new model. I think it appeals to kind of a wider array of audiences and it helps encourage people to buy, right? So like, if you're in a brick-based event and you're struggling to get, a character unlocked, there's that $5 pack. Let me just buy one of those $5 packs. Let me get some more extra energy, and then, you can buy that pack 5 times if you want to.
Yeah. So, even though we had a snafu, we kind of told Bricko that we'd catch him at the top of the hour. I'm sending him the message right now to join us on Zoom. So as soon as it shows that he is ready to jump in, we'll throw to a commercial break. But what are you farming right now, Llama?
The same ones as last week because the farm in this game is never ending.
I'm still going for Locust. I'm still going for Blacktron Dwayne.
Yep.
I need to. I don't want to have to go on a certain path in order to get past the nodes. I want to be able to take the ones that I love, the characters that I love, and have them beat the nodes. I don't want to have to go pirates with Adventure Island or whatever it is to be able to get to the later nodes. I want to be able to do it with space. And I'm going to bash my head against the wall until I do it with space.
Well, I mean, you might have to wait until there reworks, but eventually you'll probably be able to do it with space.
Yeah. So, Bricko says that he's on his way. As soon as he comes out, might need to space out. Frankie says that is very true. I always space out. That's who I am. So, he's connecting his mic, getting ready to join. So, all right, guys, stand by. He's joining up in just a moment. Coming up after this break that Neil has thrown in, we will be talking to Bricko, the one and only spaceman himself. Right after these messages here on the Escape Pod cast. Have you been interested in getting items 3D printed but haven't wanted to buy one of those expensive printers? Are you looking for a literally one-of-a-kind tech gift gadget? Evil Genius 3D Printing and Gadgets is your one-stop shop for both of those items. Nerd-owned and Escape Pod approved, put Lenny the Evil Genius to work for you. If you can dream it, he could possibly make it. Contact Lenny at evilgenius3dprinting@gmail.com for more information. That's evilgenius3dprinting@gmail.com. Get something unique in your hands.
Hey there, Legacy Heroes. Did you know the Escape Pod cast is on social media? In addition to YouTube, we're on Facebook and Twitter. Give us a like and a follow to stay up to date on what's new in-game, in the Escape Pod, plus updates on that other space game. The links are down in the description below and on our Discord server in the Show Links channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this episode 13 of the Escape Podcast, Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed Edition. And over to this side of me, you see a little black spaceman, and no, it's not because I got Blacktron Dwayne all leveled up. Yeah, you already know that. It's because we have one of the newer but best content creators for this game. His name is Bricko. He is part of the minifigure Empire Alliance. Small shout out, we're part of it too. But that's not why you got this spot, Bricko. You did it on your own. I think he loves space as much as I do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Bricko. How you doing, bud?
Thank you very much. I am doing great. We've been meaning to do this for a while, and I'm glad we finally managed to make it happen.
Yeah, you were you deferred to Greedos. We had Greedos on, and then we were supposed to have you on, and then things came up, and then Will said he was going to come on, but then he didn't show up. But that's okay. We still love you, Will. Just come on.
Oh, that'll be a cool one once you get him on.
Oh, it's going to happen.
I'm looking forward to that.
We're just waiting. Wardy says live in our Twitch chat that you have some of the best videos out there.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
So
yeah, absolutely. This is like super, super cool. I was very, very excited when you agreed to come on, because when I first started playing this game and I went to go look for some source material, your videos were the ones that I watched. I watched them whenever you released them. So this
Thank
is very,
you.
very cool.
Well, here's the crazy thing. I actually started listening to you guys from Swigga. So it's kind of like awesome for me to be on here because I've been listening to you guys for quite some time. So it's an honor. It's awesome.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Your favorite part was story time with the llama, right?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
It's everybody's favorite part. They don't have to listen to Neil or I argue. Anyway, let's start out with some questions. Let's get to know Bricko. Bricko, what type of player are you? Are you absolutely free to play, like our English compatriot? Are you an absolute whale and cracking at this game like Llama? Or are you in the middle?
I'd say I'm probably in the whale territory by now. I've spent a decent amount. I have a 7-star J, 7-star Scarlet. So those are the main two characters I spent on because, well, I love Ninjago, so I wanted to get that faction maxed. So that's why I spent on J. And I got Scarlet for Woo, which actually worked out quite well. So yeah, I'd probably say I'm a whale. Like, compared to other games, it's not a huge amount spent, but for Lego, I think it's a decent amount.
Yeah, that is one of the nice things, in my opinion, is that you don't have to be spending in the thousands
right
to be a whale at this game. You can do the hundreds. You know, I don't have the money myself, but nonetheless, I'm sure if COVID would not have hit, I might be spelunking a little bit, if you will.
Yeah.
Spelunking. Yeah, but I mean, I would say that I'm probably in that same kind of range where if there's something that I really want, like Basil, I'm gonna I'm
He's
gonna
a
go
fun
for
one. He's a fun one.
Yeah.
So where do you have Basil at right now?
Mine just hit 5 stars.
See, it can be done, Llama.
It can be done. I know it can be done. I just need to do it.
I got some crazy good RNG. I got a couple like 10 pulls of his tiles.
Wow.
Yeah.
And which
That's
node
insane.
was that?
That was the last one.
See,
That's crazy.
you got to do that last node, Llama.
I know. I gotta do this. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat it, but I will certainly try.
If you can snipe Willa at the end, it's pretty straightforward, but that's the tricky part. It actually took me a couple attempts, and I've got some decent characters, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got like a 3-month head start on the rest of us.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in the beta. Tell us what the beta was like.
It was interesting. Arena was a mess. You could basically, once you got into the top 50 of Arena, you could attack any other place. So at payout, you had people jumping from 50 to 1, and it was like 50 people all trying to snipe first. So Arena was a mess, but other than that, it was honestly not too bad. I mean, it was just a time to farm and get ahead, and I was able to get a decent head start. I mean, I started in mid-November, and the game entered soft launch in September. So there were some players in my shard that already had a couple-month head start on me, and I was actually able to catch up in, like, I want to say like a month, and able to get into the top 10 of Arena. So I mean, with Lloyd, it was also rough, but that kind of benefited me because I had Lloyd, so I was able to use him to my advantage and climb an arena.
Were you? Yeah. So it sounds like you were whaling in the beta.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I definitely spent a little bit to get Lloyd up a little bit quicker, which definitely helped. But I haven't opened a lot of bags. Typically, I just go full on like for a specific character.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same way I am. I'm not a bag person unless it's for a specific character. And I don't like going for like, I sound a little bit like Neil when I talk about this, because with his like rant on like chance like purchases and stuff like that, but I prefer to go for things that are like a sure thing. So like if they release a bag that has X amount of tiles in it or anything like that, that's kind of what I'll go for. I'm not like into playing that like chance game. I don't go to casinos for a reason because I have really bad luck.
Yeah, sure.
Well, to me, and this is, and I mentioned this on the other version of the Escape Podcast. For me, when you purchase a bag that has a minimum number of tiles in it, if you think of it as I am purchasing this number of tiles for this amount, you just so happen to sometimes get a bonus. You know, the little old lady in front of you at Hobby Lobby happens to give you a coupon at times.
Right.
It works.
Yeah, you kind of have to go. You have to go in expecting the worst and expecting that to be the cost. Otherwise, it's just not super smart because it could very easily become way more than you were hoping for.
It happened to me a couple of times, but one time I did pull that maximum pack for a in the other game for a B1 battle droid. I still can't believe my luck.
That's a good one to pull.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that was after a long day at work. I just said, you know what? I made really good tips. I'm just going to spend some money on this game because I need a pick me up. I want to get B1 to 5-star, and halfway through 4, 330. Okay. Oh man, so definitely fun times. Now, your icon that you use for your video, for your personal videos, your avatar, if you will, is Blacktron Dwayne.
Yes.
Are you a space fan like me, or do
Absolutely.
you just like the look of Blacktron?
I love space. Mars Mission is my favorite Lego theme. I've got a bunch of those sets, all the figures. But the actual Dwayne logo was kind of an accident because I started with the name Bricko. It was actually Bricko Legacy originally. And I just needed a cool looking bee. So I just looked up Lego bee and I went, oh yeah, Blacktron. That's a cool looking bee. So I made that the logo for my channel. And then later when we got the content creator pack with the renders, Dwayne was in there. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make him my logo. And it's just evolved from there. And now that's me.
Yeah. And you and I talked to the guys who do, and this is all I'm going to say on this. You and I talked to the guys who do LLHU.GG. Mm-hmm. We know that space is coming.
Yeah.
We know that Blacktron will get better, like Wardy just said. I want it to happen now.
Same. I've actually started farming my space characters. I'm trying to get them all to 7 stars before this raid or whatever starts. I mean, even just like the things in the game, like there's a couple space sets in there, a couple Blacktron sets that you like can't click on. So I think those are in the game files probably because like that's how like the Eldorado Fortress was. It was like one of those unclickable sets. And I mean, just the hints from the devs, like saying a space raid with Gorwell and stuff like that. So I'm definitely thinking that space is going to be the next meta. And I can see how a lot of the space characters are super close to being meta if they just had like some slight tweaks, like Commander Cold and Dwayne and whatnot. They're close to being meta.
Sorry.
She needs some help.
She needs a lot of help.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But the thing is when I'm sorting by awesomeness of my roster, Kelvin is up there, and I'm going no.
Yeah, she's pretty high for me too, which is funny.
Okay, so you said you're farming space. How's your Red Benny?
He is, I think, 100 tiles away from 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
I grant upon you my luck with Red Benny pulls.
Thank you. Typically, my RNG is pretty bad, but it's been good this Basil event, so who knows?
Because you've come on the show, I will bestow upon you, by the power of osmosis, Red Benny pulls that are going to be favorable. But you have to go all in on Red Benny to make it happen. Okay?
Will do. Yeah, I'm doing both of his nodes every day.
That's a pretty big deal because I'm the dang co-host and he hasn't gifted me that.
Well, you poo-poo space all the time. You're always talking about how your castle team's doing and your pirate team. He's actually going for space.
So am I. You know I'm farming for space because I'm trying to prepare for the raid.
You know, the terrible thing is, Bricko, is they're talking about this space raid. What if space isn't good against it?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like they're not. I feel like it's probably going to be more of a thing like the raid reward character is going to make the space faction meta. And I think that is going to be the interaction there. I'm not really sure. I mean, unless there are some major reworks to the rest of the faction, I don't think they'll be any better than like Pirates or Ninjago or whatever, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. I'm certainly waiting for the next space character. That might be where I break out the wallet and go, "Please, sir, may I have some more?"
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
Wardy says his space team will nuke the castles and pirates from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. So, I did want you mentioned Mars mission is one of your favorites. You said,
yeah, that's probably my favorite theme.
So it's no secret that Llama and I are huge AFOLs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where is Mars mission your only love in the Lego world, or do you have other sets that you personally enjoyed building, collecting, whatnot?
I have quite a few. I'm definitely an AFOL. I have like 120,000 pieces. I have a lot of Lego sets, a lot of Star Wars sets actually. But yeah, I like to collect. I like to build. I like to do custom stuff. And so, I mean, I originally started with the other space game, and when I heard Lego Legacy announced, it just seemed perfect because it was that style of game, but with my love of Lego, and it was an obvious choice. And then I also, one of my other hobbies is video editing and graphic design, so it just seemed like an obvious decision to make the channel and start doing content.
So, okay, let's I have a question about that. Do you do stop motion with your Lego?
I have tried it out. It's very difficult. I've done it occasionally, but I don't think I'm patient enough for that. It's a slow process.
What would you want to do if you had the patience for stop motion in Lego? What would be your theme?
Honestly, I'd probably want to do something with Dwayne, because I do have the figure. It could be fun to do like a little, I don't know, some kind of. Well, honestly, I'd love to recreate the Lego Legacy Pip Town, but that's like a long-term dream.
That would be really, really cool. I mean, even if you scrounged up some patience to try and do like a little intro for your videos with Dwayne, like that would be super cool.
Yeah.
I really
that could be cool.
We challenge you. We challenge you to do that. And once I find a stupid llama, once I find
the hunt for the llama.
I cannot find a llama in Series 20 to save my life. I'm trying to find one for llama and one for me, so I can put llama in the escape pod with me. There's a seat right here, and there I am.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll get there. Cool. We'll find one.
So what kind of things do you want to see come to this game? What if I've tried to think of some great themes and whatnot, but what would Bricko want to see come to this game?
Well, I want to see the obvious stuff like Guild vs. Guild, raids and Grand Arena, that type of thing. But I also want some kind of live PvP. Maybe it's just something where it's no rewards. You can just like send a person a request and you can just battle. That would be fun because then like we could do tournaments or something like that. Real time tournaments. That'd be so much fun. And
That'd be
then
awesome.
I could see you live streaming that.
That'd be
yeah.
great.
Oh yeah, totally. Live streaming is something I want to do. I just need the full setup to do it. But yeah, I'd also like to see. Here's my idea. I want to see something that involves building. Maybe some kind of mode where like you collect bricks and then you can use them to eventually build up a model or something that gives you a reward at the end. Just something that fits into the Lego thematic theme and is just completely different from any other game. But I think right now they're trying to get the foundation of the basic game modes and raids. I think that's their first priority, and then they might look at other stuff after that.
Yeah, that building aspect would be so cool because like that's one of the things that I like love that's part of this game is that you kind of get that satisfaction when you get to assemble a set or assemble a minifigure. Like it's cool. Like I'll literally sit there when I unlock a new set and I'll like rewind it and play it again and rewind it and play it again, especially for some of the older ones or the ones that I don't really have access to, like the Lego house. We can't buy that in America, so like it's really cool to be able to like see those being built. Super fun.
Yeah, the animations for those, the building of the sets is incredible. I record every one of those just because they're so cool. I wish there was a way to like rewatch those.
That is one of the things that I have been wanting as well. And
add
same
it to
with
the
Llama.
list of quality of life. Quality of life.
We'll ask him. Hopefully next week. We
Fingers
keep saying
crossed.
that.
Yeah.
We keep saying that.
It'll happen eventually. So we had so we do this segment on the main show called Patreon's Choice, where the Patreons and sponsors of the show get to ask questions and things like that. So when we put that call out there this week, we actually got a couple of Lego questions, which was pretty cool.
Awesome.
So kind of going along with that theme of what would you like to see in the game, what IP would you like to see in the game? Like any of the sets that Lego has, which is your main theme you would like to see come to the game?
Well, it's probably obvious, but Star Wars and specifically the bounty hunters with Boba Fett, because I'm a huge bounty hunter guy. I have all of mine at Relic 7 in the other game. And it'd be so much fun to play as Lego Boba Fett in this game. But I'm not sure if that will happen. It might be unrealistic. We'll have to see. I think Lego Movie would also be cool because there's a lot of really interesting characters from that. Like, of course, Benny.
Yeah, that's Paul's biggest wish.
Yeah, I also heard that someone suggested that Angry Unikitty could be a cool raid boss.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, or even like the Duplo figures from the Lego Movie as well, and have just like awesome. You got Emmett there. Yeah, but yeah, those are probably the main two I can think of. There's a lot of existing Lego IPs I'd like to see, like Aqua Zoned and those type of things, but I'm sure they've got stuff planned.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And I mean, just the series minifigures that they can release alone. And I know, Paul and I have talked about this, is like, they've got some of them in there, like Hot Dog Guy and Chicken Suit Guy and, some of those in there. And it would be...
They're the collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the collectibles. It would be cool if they kind of, put a little bit more investment in those and made them a little bit more viable.
I got the Peapod fig.
There
I got
you
the
go.
Peapod fig yesterday.
I have the pizza suit guy. That could be a cool one.
Pizza suit. Oh yeah, I've got pizza suit guy right here.
Yeah,
Hey.
Think.
Yeah, but I'd love to see the collectible faction get more characters because there's potential there with the Lego house set and whatnot. I mean, Highwayman and Yuppie are two great characters and they're collectibles, so there's definitely potential there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my biggest wish, 100%, what really got me into Lego when I was younger was Harry Potter. I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd.
You stole it from me. I was about to say Harry Potter.
Yeah, my first sets were Harry Potter sets. Like, I have the original like Night Bus set from like the original release, not like the re-release.
Yeah.
So seeing some of those characters would be super, super fun.
Yeah. I played quite a bit of the original Lego Harry Potter video game. So yeah, I could totally see them bringing that to Lego Legacy. I almost feel like that's more likely than most other themes, because like Marvel's already taken, Star Wars has already taken, DC. There's already this style of game for those IPs. So I could
And
see
it
Harry
would be
Potter.
a Warner Brothers one, which is the thing. It wouldn't be a
Right.
Disney one. It would be a Warner Brothers one, which, if they get the Lego movie, it means they're talking to Warner Brothers about it.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And there are a lot of connections with Lego video games and Warner Brothers, so it could happen.
I would love to see the Batman.
Oh yeah.
Batman villains and Batman heroes. Just a Batman, five Batman heroes, 5 Batman villains.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
So that is that one. There was another one. What was the other one? Did you find it, Llama?
Yep. So it's what set isn't currently in the game available as a set that you would like to see added?
I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's a Mars mission set. It's like a walker. I want to say it's like the MXT 2000 or something like that. But it's just a super cool looking set. And I don't know, obviously Mars mission space. I love those themes. So if they added the set, it would mean we would also get Mars mission figures. So I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
But that is still probably my favorite Lego set of all time.
I would have to probably say the corner store to go with city figures.
Yep. See,
yeah.
I was Get out of my brain, Paul. I was literally going to suggest
The department
the
store. I
modular
love it.
sets.
Oh, yeah,
with the
the
window
modular
washer on
buildings.
the side.
Yeah, any of the modular sets. That's what I was going to suggest. Get out of my brain.
The only modular I have is the brick bank, which that was a fun build.
Yeah, they're so much fun.
Any of the modular ones, and then adding another modular on it. One of the modular sets that I don't own that I wish that I would have gotten my hands on when I had the chance is the movie theater.
Ooh,
Oh
yeah.
movie theater's so cool.
Yeah, the red base plate on that one is super cool. I don't think that's been in any other sets.
Yeah, definitely. There was a question. Somebody had a question in the chat. Let me see if I could find it here. But we promised you 30 minutes. We're about to hit that 30-minute mark here. While I'm looking for that question, tell people what else you do on your channel. Oh, I remember what the question was. Before we do that, tell people how to find your channel and the things to expect coming up soon.
Sure, yeah. So it's I believe it's youtube.com/Bricko Legacy. You can also just
Don't forget
search.
the C.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. You could also just search Bricko, and I think it now shows up as the top result. It took a while for that to happen. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of content I want to start making. I want to do live streams. I need to get that set up. I also want to do, I mean, one thing I really want is test accounts so we can do more advanced testing of these teams. But
Yes.
I just want it so we can so Llama and I can voice the dialogue.
Yeah, we want to voice the dialogue so
Ooh,
bad.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah, I actually just recently started like taking the time to read the dialogue, and it's really well written.
It's so funny.
It's
Yeah.
so funny.
It is. The Basil event had great dialogue. It was really funny.
Great. And I just love like the humor that they put into it. Like that entire event, Magisto's just like this like woe is me type like character.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm the only one that likes me. Like there's this one line where like Willa makes a crack at him and he's like, Magisto likes Magisto. Like it's cracking me up.
But yeah, I'd love
I
to
have to
start
say
doing more of
DigiJ,
that. Ooh, yeah, that was a
DigiJ
good
had
one.
the best dialogue.
Was
Yeah,
that the one
was
where
great.
they broke the fourth wall, or was that the York event?
Yeah, that was the one where they broke the fourth wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very clever.
The one about the now you have to fight this boss, and this boss has this.
Yeah.
It's not a game.
But yeah, I do want to start doing more like advanced theory crafting stuff. It's just kind of hard right now without test accounts, but hopefully that'll come soon. It sounds like the content creator program's gonna start here shortly from what I've been hearing, but we'll have to see on that.
Yeah, I mean, and you did a little bit of that in your latest video that just came out.
Yeah,
where you were talking about
fun.
the unbeatable arena team, which
and
was
that's
like,
what I wanted
cool.
to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell
that's
us
an
about
interesting
this.
one.
How did you? Of course, we all know how you happened upon it, but what is it going to take this thing down? First, tell us what the team is.
Yeah, so the team is Basil, Willa, Scarlet, Aurora with the Ice Glider, and Yuppie. So there's a lot of reviving and taunting and healing in that team. And basically it's difficult because Aurora keeps reviving. If you kill anyone, she'll bring them back. And if you kill her, Yuppie will bring her back. So it's very difficult to defeat. And basically, I think the only way to do it is with a lot of disarmed, which someone was mentioning earlier in a Discord group that Locust might be the key to beating this team since he does have that AoE disarmed, and that could be helpful as well. So there's potential there. If you run like Redbeard, Wu, and Locust with a couple others, that could beat it. But as it stands right now, it's insanely difficult to beat. No one's done it yet. I don't think she's running the team right now, but yeah, she was a couple days ago. We were just kind of theory crafting, talking about different teams, and I was like, wait a second. The problem is Aurora dies too quickly. So what if we add Yuppie so Aurora can be brought back?
So this is all your fault.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all my fault.
You've created a monster. No, but I mean,
no, I'm sure they would have
video.
gotten the team eventually.
Yeah, I had to watch your video twice. The first time I watched it, I got too enthralled in like watching you like battle and like emotionally invested. Like you'd like get someone down and then Aurora would bring them back, and all of a sudden you went from like 3 to like 5, and I was like, no. Yeah, and then I had to like go back and pay attention to what you were actually saying.
That team turns around so quickly. You can get like to where you think you're gonna win, and then Yuppie brings back Aurora, who brings back Scarlet or whatever, and it's just right back to where you started.
So frustrating.
So what do you have coming up on what else is coming up on your channel?
Well, tomorrow is going to be the tier list for July, so that's going to be a fun one.
That's awesome. I know a lot of people rely on your tier list for farming.
Yeah, I like to keep it pretty simple to kind of just give a rough idea. I was thinking about doing another one that was like slightly more in depth with like a literal like ranking system with numbers and all that, but yeah, with this one, I just like to keep it simple. So like any new player just goes, oh, now I know roughly where each character is, so they don't accidentally start farming like Kelvin or something.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. Wardy paid you a compliment in the chat saying that he has your tiered list saved on his phone, so he knows what to farm. So,
I appreciate that. Yeah, awesome.
Have you already recorded the list?
I've finished making the graphic, which took quite some time, and I have a rough idea of what I'm going to say. So yeah, that should be out tomorrow morning.
Can you do us a favor? Can you shout out Wardy of the ANZGC for us?
Yeah, shout out to Wardy. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So awesome. Well, Bricko, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Thank you for taking time out of your day to make it here. And we definitely look forward to the next tiered list and all the stuff coming up in the future of your channel, and possibly working together as content creators in this content creator program that is literally just on the horizon.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that we finally made this work and was finally able to come on. I appreciate the content you guys make. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do more stuff together soon.
All right. Well, hang in there for just a second as we wrap up the show. Llama, anything else?
No, this was fantastic. This was my first show with a guest, so that was super great. It was awesome.
All right, guys. So make sure you stick around for more episodes. Once the content creator program comes out, there may be some extra stuff that goes up on the YouTube channel as well. Llama and I are looking at doing some fun stuff there. In addition to, if we do get the test accounts, finally being able to give you a hilarious rendition of the script of the game. And who knows? Bricko, I'm going to call back to you for a second. Maybe we'll even have you do some guest voices for us.
Yeah, I can voice Dwayne.
There you go. Yeah, you can voice Dwayne.
That would be awesome. All right, guys. So, you know, make sure you're taking care of each other. If you do need to talk to somebody, it's not too hard to just talk to somebody. Make sure you be nice to each other, damn it. And with that being said, Llama, push the button.
Peace, peace. Zoop.
All right, and we are that'll be the end, and Neil will take care of that once I get it uploaded.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, Bricko, once again, thank you, buddy. We'll talk again real soon. Oh, by the way, Jackson Tucker asks, when's the face reveal?
Oh, that's gonna be 1 billion subscribers.
1 billion subscribers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you know that when he does the face reveal, he's just going to have a Blacktron helmet on, right?
We've actually
that's what we'll do.
that, yeah.
Yeah, you will have to get you like a helmet and you just keep your visor down at all times.
And then at some point I'll open the visor and it's just the yellow face.
just like Mandalore does from SWAT.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, guys. We'll see you later on. Coming up tonight is the second episode, because there was the pilot episode, which is episode 0, the second week of GA Center. And we have some changes that you're not going to want to miss. So, guys, stick around. Watch GA Center when it comes out, and we will talk to you guys later on. I'm going to wave, turn around, and hit stop streaming once I'm done waving.